All right, so how do managers delegate authority? So delegation of authority is when a manager assigns the authority and the accountability for the completion of work to one of their subordinates. So with this process, it starts off with an assignment being made and then the transfer of authority and accountability. The person who has been delegated to, they then have to accept the assignment as well as accept accountability. Now, an important thing here is the manager never gives up full accountability. Sure, they may be assigning this work to somebody else, but they're still responsible to making sure it's getting done, which is now the manager is switching to a role where they're now monitoring, assessing, and to some extent trying to control the process or to help provide resources. So there are several principles that help guide the delegation of authority, and this has a lot to do with effective communication. And so in order for you to effectively delegate authority, you need to start off by providing clear direction and clearly communicating to the person you are delegating to what is expected of them, what are the areas in which they are allowed to make decisions, and what are the areas in which they're not allowed to make decisions. So you need to clearly communicate to them your expectations. You need to make sure that they're very clear on what authority they have and what authority they don't have, as well as to the chain of command. Also, they need to understand that this has shared accountability. So as a manager, you cannot just pass off this work to somebody else and wash your hands of it. You are still responsible for this work being done. And so that's why we need to understand our clear hierarchy. And the last thing that you need to do if you're going to be effective at delegating authority is you have to give whoever you are delegating this task to, you have to give them autonomy to do it. And if you clearly set up the expectations and the directions and sort of the boundary conditions, and you clearly communicate those to the subordinate that you are delegating the authority to, then autonomy shouldn't be an issue. However, this is the thing that a lot of managers have trouble letting go of.